First of all, I want to wish everyone a happy new year and welcome to my new PokéMMO money making guide for 2026. Damn! Before we get into any money making methods, there is one step I recommend everyone completes first: finishing all the main storylines in every region. Because by the time you've cleared every region, you will already have a decent amount of money if you've battled every single NPC along the way. That alone gives you a solid starting point, and once all the storylines are finished, then you want to build a decent dedicated team for reruns. Completing the storylines is basically what unlocks gym reruns and Elite 4 reruns, which are some of the most consistent money makers in PokéMMO. Now we're going to talk about gym and Elite 4 reruns. I do want to point out that gym leaders and the Elite 4 become much tougher after you've finished all regions, as you can see here in the video. This is something a lot of players don't expect at first. For gym reruns, you will generally want Pokemon around level 100. The good news is that gym rerun teams are pretty flexible. You have a lot of freedom when it comes to team composition, since these battles are still 2v2. Elite 4 reruns, however, are a completely different story. Unlike gym reruns, these battles are no longer 2v2, they are full 1v1 battles. Because of that, you'll need a much stronger and more refined team than your regular gym rerun team. Type coverage becomes extremely important, along with proper health items, smart setup strategies, and understanding how different mechanics work together. I might make a dedicated video going in depth on Elite 4 rerun teams in the future, since it's a topic on its own. In the meantime, you're more than welcome to join my Discord. It's a small community with a lot of friendly people who are willing to help, and it's a great place to learn more about Pokemon battle mechanics, what really matters, what doesn't, and how to improve overall. As you can see in the top left corner, I'm using an Amulet coin, and we're going to talk about that now. Okay, so generally you want to use an Amulet coin for gym and Elite 4 reruns. It boosts money gain by 50% for an hour and is the most reliable item for this type of farming. There is also Riches Charm, but you generally don't want to use it if you want to be consistent. I used to buy Amulet coins until I found a method to farm them myself, which also saves a lot of money because these sell on the GTL for about 16 to 18k each. Here's how I farm them. Go to Kindle Road and use a Pokemon that knows Sweet Scent, or like me, use a Sweet Scent Ocarina. Then you want a Banette with the ability Frisk. Frisk shows you at the start of the battle if an enemy has a health item. The Banette's moveset should be the following: Imprison, Screech, Thief or Trick, and Nasty Plot. Next, use a Weavile with the ability Pickpocket. Start the battle with Imprison on Banette, which prevents the enemy from using moves like Nasty Plot or Screech. Then immediately switch to Weavile. All the Meowth will be forced to attack, and thanks to Pickpocket, you'll steal an extra Amulet coin. Now, why do I want Banette to have Trick or Thief? Unlike Thief, if you forget to take away an item you stole from Meowth in a previous battle, Trick lets you permanently swap your held item with theirs. So even when your Banette isn't holding an item, you can still get theirs. This is useful if you ended up with something other than an Amulet coin. Sometimes multiple Meowth will be holding items, but of course this scenario is rare. But in that case, use Imprison, then use Trick or Thief until you find the Meowth holding the item you want, so the Amulet coin. Then repeat the Imprison setup before switching to Weavile to steal the next item. One last tip: it's better to use a Weavile with maxed IVs in HP, speed and defense, and maxed out HP and defense EVs. This isn't a must, but it will make the farming process a lot easier for yourself. Following this setup, you can farm Amulet coins consistently, which makes your gym and Elite 4 reruns much more profitable. Oh yeah, and guys, don't be like me. Use a high level Weavile instead of a Sneasel. What I did in the video works, but using a Weavile will definitely make your attempts much easier. The next thing I want to talk about is participating in seasonal events, like the Halloween event and Christmas event. These events are a great time to make money. You can earn goodie bags, presents, and mysterious balls. The mysterious balls usually sell for a good amount on the GTL. To get them, you collect the required Pokemon and bring them to the children during the event. This method is also a lot of fun. Personally, during these events, I often skip gym reruns or Elite 4 reruns and focus on the event instead. Not only is it good money thanks to the mysterious balls, but they also significantly increase your chances of finding a shiny. Normally, the shiny rate in PokéMMO is about 1 in 30,000. With mysterious ultra balls, that rate can go as low as 1 in 5,000. And on top of that, these events often feature event exclusive raid Pokemon. For example, in 2025 we had Darkrai, Cresselia, and even an Alpha Articuno during the Christmas event. So you're not just making money, you're also getting access to some really cool and limited content. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about flipping. So item flipping in PokéMMO is basically buying items at a low price and selling them at a higher price, usually on the GTL, to make a profit. The key is to buy them for less than what players are willing to pay. For example, mysterious balls or amulet coins are always in demand, so if you find a good deal, you can flip them for a nice profit. Items like choice packs can be great to flip if you find them under 100k, because they're always useful for PvP. After buying an item, put it on the GTL at a slightly higher price than what you paid and check how others are pricing it so you stay competitive. Some simple tips: always check current GTL prices before buying, and don't buy items if you can't sell them quickly, and start small until you really understand the market. Let's say this Jolly Garchomp as an example. It has 3 times 31 IVs in speed, HP and attack with max attack and speed EVs. A Jolly nature like this is very desirable for PvP. Let's say if the first one listed on the GTL is selling for 240k, I would buy it and then relist it for 260k. That's a solid profit right there. Of course, flipping Pokemon like this requires some knowledge. You need to understand IVs, natures, and which stats or setups make a Pokemon valuable. But once you get the hang of it, spotting underpriced competitive Pokemon becomes much easier and the profits can really add up. Oh yeah, make sure that after doing Elite 4 reruns you trade in your battle points. Guys, you can get some really valuable items here, and these can be sold on the GTL for a good amount. I actually forgot to mention this earlier, but it's an easy way to turn your BP into Pokéyen while also getting some useful gear. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and join the Discord like I mentioned earlier. The link is in the description. If you didn't like this video, that's also fine as well. And if you enjoy videos like these, let me know in the comments. I might get some ideas from you guys for future videos. See you next time and stay legendary.